A Iana Erica, a Gwina Ushla, Foil to Rive, Goody and Sharman Shaw in a run for Dovoctony or Dedikish or Aulamorian Colostra. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this graduation ceremony at which third level awards will be conferred on learners of Griffith College. I'm Dr. Tomás Maguchagan, the college's Director of Academic Programmes, and I'm delighted to have the pleasure of being your host for this graduation ceremony. Contusa Corlesh na Himokdi, Iramanish an Tullav Diarmid Hegarty, Uachtarán Colostra Grifa, Lauertling, her Kiernan Colostra. I would like to begin the proceedings by inviting Professor Diarmid Hegarty, President of Griffith College, to deliver a conferring address.
Welcome, colleagues, graduates, parents, family and friends. Fáilte Gallagher. Many would see education as the building of a bridge to other people and to a better life. Graduates, today your first major bridge is complete. While today is your day, I would now ask you to turn to your parents, relatives, families and friends and express your thanks for their support with applause, cheers or hugs or however you like. Now, if anyone asks me how the graduation speech went, I can say it was interrupted by applause. Treasure this special moment, which will live in your memory for years to come. An academic award is not an entitlement of rank or class. It is earned through many hours of mental toil and diligent application. No one can take this from you, so hold your qualification in the high esteem it deserves. I know you will wish me to acknowledge our board members, heads of faculty, lecturers, administrators and librarians whose work contributed to your success. In life, your choice is to build bridges to the future or walls around the past. This is not an unnatural reaction to change. If the majority favour walls, it is a signal that society has failed to manage change and mitigate its adverse effects. But walls seldom defeat change, as testified by the Great Wall of China and the Maginot Line in France. Your generation will be challenged most by the quickening pace of change and its deep effects. Change has never been so fast, but it will never again be so slow. Disruption is the new norm. As individuals, you must read the direction of the winds of change and surf the resulting wave of change. As a community, we must identify and pick up its casualties. Who will they be? How long is it before there are no unskilled factory workers, no bank tellers, no bus or train or taxi drivers, no house cleaners, no security guards, and no bookkeepers? The list goes on. What new work is there for them? How quickly will society react? These are the questions for you to answer. You have to build the bridges to the future. You and your children will be what your society makes of you and how you respond. But don't get depressed. Change is exciting, and who is for a dull life? This year, you've become change experts. You rapidly adjusted, and effectively, to online learning and challenges to projects, dissertations, and other assessments presented by COVID. As communities around the world, we still face this challenge, which demands faith in our values and in our common humanity. An inspiring example is the recent Thai cave rescue. The Thai government reached out for help to rescue 13 boys trapped in a cave, and the international community responded in force. Consider the teamwork of an estimated 10,000 people, including 100 divers, 100 government agencies, 900 police officers, 2,000 soldiers, and countless volunteers. Consider the values of all involved, including farmers whose crops were inundated and killed, and the courage of divers, one of whom sacrificed his life. This truly inspirational story of teamwork and values highlights our common humanity, our ability to pull together in times of need, our extraordinary resolve in times of crisis, and personal sacrifices given for the greater good. Bringing these values and abilities to bear on the COVID challenge as a global community, we can defeat it. Ireland's capacity to cope with rapid change has led to great success for this country and great opportunities for you. We have in Ireland all of the top 10 global technology companies, 18 of the world's 25 top medtech companies, 18 of the 20 top pharma companies. 7.5% of Ireland's workforce is in high technology sectors, outstripping the EU average of 4% and putting Germany into second place. The key to your and society's preparedness is education. The bridges we have sought for you are to the global economy and pathways to the leading edge of change. 84 nationalities graduate this week. Our non-EU bachelor's degree graduates can work in Ireland for 1 year and those with a master's degree for 2 years. If you are seeing employment as a daunting challenge because of COVID, perhaps you might take inspiration from the determination and persistence of the Roebling family in the building of the Brooklyn Bridge. It opened in May 1883, then being the only land passage between Manhattan and Brooklyn. The designer, John Augustus Roebling, suffered a serious foot injury during surveying, followed by amputation and death shortly afterwards from a tetanus infection. His son, Washington Roebling, left in charge of the bridge, suffered a paralysing injury resulting from deep compression sickness. He could only move one finger. He used it to communicate with his wife Emily, tapping on her arm. Emily provided for 11 years the critical link between her husband and the engineers on site, supervising the bridge's construction. For this purpose, she had to study from scratch higher mathematics, the calculations of catenary curves, the strength of materials, bridge specifications, and the intricacies of cable construction. The names of the 3 Roeblings are inscribed on the structure. You'll be glad to hear that Emily was the first to cross the bridge. And I know the women among us will say that they were always better at building bridges. But isn't it a great testament to gender equality and to the power of the will? Through persistence, determination, and ingenuity, the Roebling family succeeded where success didn't seem possible. You can do the same in coping with COVID and with change. You are a truly international group of graduates from 84 countries graduating this week. To our Indian students, Hamare Bharati graduates ko Batai ho. Our Chinese graduates, Yongo Biesham, Jinjian Woxiang Nimando Fumo Shaw, Nimand Ernu Za Arlan Shushi Fechon Luli, Niman Fechon Jaw, Yingwe Yotamen, Jongo de Welai Argonjameli. May I now conclude with a few words which I think link well bridges between you and your parents and those you will build for your children. Over chasm vast and deep and wide, an old man crossed a flowing tide. He turned when safe from the undertow and built a bridge to span the flow. Old man, said fellow pilgrim near, you waste your strength with building here. Who never again must cross this tide, why build a bridge to the other side? The builder lifts his old grey head. This chasm I've not feared to tread. To younger may a pitfall lay. I build the bridge that cross they may. To all graduates, may I express the hope that over your period with us, Griffith College will find a place in your hearts as you have in ours. I want you to know you are always welcome on campus, socially, educationally, or just to update us on your success, perhaps to show off the new BMW. Congratulations again on your success. May you harness the knowledge and experience you've acquired in Griffith College to achieve what you richly deserve, a successful and fulfilling career.
Anish, bhfuil an fáilte choráibh go dtí an cuid den ócáid in an run for cáiliachtaí náisiúnta, coláiste agus idirnáisiúnta Vic Lane an Coláiste. I now welcome you to the part of our proceedings at which national and international awards will be conferred on students of the college, and I declare open this awards ceremony. Iar an talamh Diarmaid Hegarty, Uachtar an Coláiste Griffith, cáiliachtaí náisiúnta agus idirnáisiúnta a bhrunna ar na fálamóirí atá dar Herbert ag an Coláiste. I call upon Professor Diarmaid Hegarty, President of Griffith College, to confer awards on the learners of this college, presented by the college for that purpose.
We now come to the part of the ceremony which is the formal conferring of your degrees. You will notice that so far I've referred to you as graduands, and that's the Latin expression for those in course of graduation. Once we have formally conferred the degrees upon you, which I'm about to do, you will be referred to as graduates. The words of formal conferring I'm going to first express in the Irish language. Hacean Coláiste I Griffith, agus deabhú colíachta agus colíachtaí éireann. Bronnam de bhachtaní fiallamóirí Coláiste Griffith a bhrann ceadán amach í leicna na bhachtaní. On behalf of Griffith College and Quality and Qualifications Ireland, I hereby confer the awards on the learners of Griffith College who've achieved the standards determined for those awards. Congratulations, graduates.
Iaramanis dábhaní an Coláiste, a chuid iarthóirí a Herbert chun iad a chlárú mar chéimethe an Coláiste. I now invite faculty members to formally announce their learners so that they can be entered into the college's Register of Graduates.
Welcome to you, graduates from Dublin and Cork, of the BA in Communications and Media Production and the BA in Communications. Life always throws up difficult challenges. The task is to try and meet them head-on with confidence. This you did during your final academic year, with versatility, enthusiasm and initiative, having dispersed to various parts of the country and the globe. You were in class one day, reappeared in a virtual setting the next. You carried on as usual, despite difficult COVID challenges. Information once gained face-to-face had quite suddenly to be obtained virtually, which meant reworking assignments and reconfiguring dissertations. The digital skills learned in preparing, designing, recording and integrating information were put to good use on your academic journey towards your deserved award. The relevance of your research was reflected, for example, in Fowler O'Connell Grinnell's extensive research on the lives of children in direct provision, in Brona Loughlin's exposure of the shadowy and largely unregulated world of the trade in exotic animals, in Hannah Dean's investigation into the broken promises and harsh living conditions of Native Americans on the Crow Creek Indian Reservation in Hannah's home state of South Dakota, and in Arnie Holsdordottir's investigation in Arnie's hometown, Grimstad in southern Norway, into the local fishing experience of pulling plastic instead of fish out of the ocean. Heloise Vinale's dissertation, using demographic methodology created by the late Trutz Haas, highlighted reasons for high homelessness rates in Ireland relative to Sweden. Alexander Lundquist used content analysis to significant effect in analysis of Swedish newspapers' coverage of a right-wing party. At the same time, Martin Macaulay drew insights from his content analysis of Irish newspapers' coverage of the European Union. Finally, Carolina Miyasaka asked what it means to be a Druid. Siti Aizati Sultan, Ruadhan Pitts, Guliana Galetta, Mathieu Alfonsi, Arnaud Lauzerte, Samvil Edades, Ciara Maguire, Eugene Boicuks, Francois Manon, Orion Malaine, Claude Wilson, Matthew Dory, Karl May, Rachel Lysaght and Oliviera Bruna also contributed fascinating work which will stand to them. The need is now daily demonstrated for information such as this, not misinformation, for professional communicators who put facts first. Your skills are therefore more relevant than ever in helping the wider public cope with their challenges. You should instill in them your confidence as young communicators that by working together, difficulties may be overcome. In doing that, you will be teaching us all a valuable lesson. I want to wish you all the very best in your career steps into the wider world which is now opening up to you. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programmes in the journalism and media faculty and who are worthy of QQI awards. I request they be entered into the college's Register of Graduates. BA in Communications, Dublin. Daniel Kennedy. Rachel Lysaght. BA in Communications, Cork. Karl May. Bruna Oliveira. BA in Communications and Media Production. Mathieu Alfonsi. Eugene Boicuks, Mathieu Dory, Samvil Edades, Manon Francois, Juliana Galetta, Arnaud Lauzerte, Brona Loughlin, Alexander Lundquist, Kira Maguire, Oriana Mullane, Martin Magali, Carolina Marie Miyasaka Carmenate, Fowla O'Connell Grinnell, Ruadhan William Pitts, Porrick Redmond, Nubla Adam Salim, Siti Aizata Binti Syed Sultan, Heloise Vinale, Clodagh Wilson, The following prize has been awarded in respect of the college's BA in Communications and Media Production. The best academic achievement on the BA in Communications and Media Production is awarded to Fowla O'Connell Grinnell.
Graduates of the BA in Film and TV Production, I enthusiastically extend my congratulations to you on behalf of your entire lecturing team. Graduating from the creative hub that is Griffith College, each of you has proven yourself to be resilient, dedicated and incredibly hardworking, while maintaining a sense of camaraderie and friendship. I can honestly say it was a pleasure working with you all. Today is your day and we hope you enjoy it. You deserve it. Throughout the 3 years you've spent developing your craft on the BA in Film and TV Production, each of you actively engaged with a wide range of both academic and practical disciplines, from screenwriting and direction through to production and post-production for both films and studio-based live TV. You've honed your creative voices, demonstrated a diversity of style and resourcefulness, and propelled yourselves into the screen industry. At the centre of all film and television production is collaboration. And this year, like no other, you've worked as a team to overcome unprecedented challenges. In March, the programme moved online, and your motivation and passion for realising your goals were truly impressive. Each of you put in the effort and long hours required to bring your ever-evolving projects to fruition during a time of great uncertainty and isolation. And with immense pride, I can say that this small but mighty group rose to the challenge and created inspirational and beautifully crafted films. Today, we celebrate that success. Sarah, Cameron, Dennis, Emmet, Kiernan, Ryan, Antti, Sam, Julius and Bill continue to support each other and collaborate on projects together. The network you've developed during your years in Griffith College will serve you a lifetime. As you graduate into the film and television screen media industries, we wish you every future success. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programmes in the Journalism and Media faculty and who are worthy of the QQI Awards, and I request that they be entered into the college's register of graduates. BA in Film and Television Production. Ryan Buckley. Sam Burke. Daniel Dennis Chihad. Emmet Gallagher. Cameron Johnson, Sarah Johnson, Michael Kilkelly Hughes, Julius Kloepping, Antti Leppala, Kieran McHugh, Bill O'Toole.
Congratulations! Well done.
The following prize has been awarded in respect of the college's BA in Film and Television Production. The Best Academic Achievement on the BA in Film and Television Production programme is awarded to Cameron Johnson.
Welcome to you, graduates of the Certificate in Photography and BA in Photographic Media. Success in life is about showing up, being there and putting in the effort. Talent will only get you so far. That is just one of the many things you learned during your time with us here. Each stage presented you with learning challenges. We encouraged you from week one to operate just outside of your comfort zone, which you truly did. As creatives, the difficulties you were met with in your last semester were enormous, and at times I'm sure you felt overwhelmed. We, your tutors, could be there for you as best we could online, but it was you who had to put the effort in to realise your projects at a time of great isolation. Most of you had to adapt projects which were well underway, and some had to change course completely. You all channeled that frustration and converted it to what you do best, to create. The skill to adapt to any situation, while difficult to measure, is invaluable. Your adaptability and mental strength will be sought after by employers and collaborators. Whilst here, you achieved many successes, including SMedia's nominations and wins, Inspirational Art Award nominations, Gallery of Photography Graduate Award selectee, work selected and sold at the Halftone Print Fair, lots of work published, and many more achievements. Since June, you've started full-time jobs, set up as sole traders, or started your journey onto further studies. We are extremely proud of all of you. We hope you use the knowledge and experience you gained here, both practical, theoretical, and even the dreaded visual diaries, to propel yourself to the next venture. Stick together in the wonderful networks you have built. If 2020 has taught us anything, it's that working together and supporting one another is how we work best. You will always be part of our photography family in Griffith. The networking and support doesn't end today. We'll keep a keen eye out for your success. Keep in touch with us, and congratulations. I'll finish with an excerpt from a favourite poem of mine by Walter D. Wintle, which seems more fitting this year than ever. Success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. Life's battles don't go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. President, I present to you the following candidates who've successfully completed programmes in the Journalism and Media faculty who are worthy of QQI awards, and I request they be entered into the College Register of Graduates. Certificate in Photography. Leah Dowdall Kiernan, Oisin David Jackson, Ella Lynch, Elin O'Rourke Larson, Tom O'Hora, Jody Purdy, Clare Shanahan, Esther Vega Martins de Costa. Bachelor of Arts in Photographic Media. Freya Blomstrand, Sebastian Farron-Mahon, Paul Flannery, Amy Flynn, Georgia Graff, Punk Groves, Yvonne Hayes, Yuri Kawakami, Brendan Keogh, David Phillips, Marta Podolsak, Ailva Sheridan, Patricia Amsha Chia, Flora Vieira Guerra Boso. The following prize has been awarded in respect of the college's certificate in photography. The best academic achievement on the certificate in photography programme is awarded to Clare Shanahan. The following prize has been awarded in respect of the college's BA in Photographic Media. The best academic achievement on the BA in Photographic Media programme is awarded to Brendan Keogh.
Iana Erica, Agreena Uisle, Curram Creach leis an Searmanna seo chun dámhachtaní a bhrunne ar Aulamóireann Coláiste. Beram Boicuks live Galair. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the ceremony for the purpose of conferring awards on the graduates of the college. My best wishes and thanks to you all. While the graduates are here with us, I'd like to take this opportunity to briefly mention the Griffith College Alumni Network. With over 30,000 graduates living in Ireland, Europe, and in over 104 countries worldwide, the network is an excellent way to stay in touch with classmates, fellow graduates, and the college. The network is also proving to be a valuable resource for graduates seeking or changing employment. Details about the network are available on griffithalumninetwork.com and from the alumni section of the college's website. Finally, on behalf of the college, I would like to thank you for joining us today in this online ceremony and to wish you and your fellow graduates every success and happiness in your future careers.